Hey everybody, it's Maddie from CraftyLore, and I'm doing a voiceover because my audio somehow got deleted while I was recording. But here I have my shabbydabbydoodah design team project. It's a nautical themed journal. It's 7.5 by 5 inches with 3 signatures with a total of 150 plus pages front to back, not including the extra notebooks and little hidden writing spots there. It's a curved spine and with those ridges that I embellished with metallic paint. I love that color. Oh, that trim there on the spine is so beautiful. It reminded me of seaweed, so I had to add it to the spine. The closure is made of like 3 different types of fabric that I braided together to make it uber strong, because as you can see, this book has an alligator mouth because I don't know when to not stop. I don't know how to stop. That's a laminated tag that should have been in the pocket that I made. I don't know why it was out. I have a little tag there on the page that says this book belongs to you, so you can write your name. There's Tina's paper right there with some mulberry paper. This page is one of my favorite pages because it comes from an 1887 nautical book. It's just beautiful. Just touching it, you can feel the difference. Another laminated tag. All of the tags, the laminated tags have quotes, nautical quotes. I think that one's from Mark Twain. A little burlap pocket that I made with Tina's ephemera kit right there. I like to think that this is the captain's log, and throughout the book you'll see like a picture of his lady and his daughter. Here's those images are from the 1887-year-old book, and then when you flip those over you'll see the fish and the whales. A public domain image. This is probably the only spot where you'll see pink. And it's not that I have anything against pink, but it wouldn't have worked if I tried to use the blue trim that I would have used throughout the book. So, but it came out really pretty, I thought. Public domain images. That page there is from Tina's kit. I just love her collage pages. I made like a little secret tuck spot there. It's barely noticeable unless you have something tucked into that. That's a public domain image with a charm. I forget where I got that octopus from. It's a side pocket. That's a public domain image. And yeah, it's a little booklet, that's right, with mulberry paper, some of that antique paper from that 1887-year-old nautical book that I have. Some paper scraps there, so you can do some collaging if you like. Yeah, I just love that little side pocket. I cut up one of Tina's pages to create that pocket. It's a collage tag that I made. It's a little notebook right there, and a tuck spot underneath that, I believe. Yeah, right there. And that's all images from Tina's kit. This is a vellum flip up. I had such a hard time printing on vellum. It's a huge learning curve because I have the Epson Eco Tank printer, and it does not like printing on vellum, let me tell you. It's a flip out right there from another nautical book that I have. It's a public domain image. It's an image from Tina's kit that I made into a little booklet. That's a little side tuck there. Antique map in the back of that. Mulberry paper. Some more of my collage trim. I think there's like 3 different types of fabric there. It's a really pretty image. Did some stamping throughout. Telescope charm. I have like a couple more of those charms. I like those. I don't want to let those go. It's an image from Tina's kit that I made like a little cluster. Call those cluster tabs, I guess. That image is from the public domain. That's such a beautiful image. Had to use that for the center page. I just love this type of trim. I don't normally go for this type of color, but the gold and the turquoise, or is it like a sea blue, or a sea? It's like a sea blue, I believe, almost sky blue. The gold and that color just goes so well together. Very pretty. So here's the captain's daughter. This is also from one of Tina's kits. I can't remember which one. I have so many for kits now. That ship is an enlarged image that I printed from Tina's kit, and I put that on a public domain image. This trim right here is, I love this trim so much. I used the rest of it for this book, but I originally had gotten it for the mermaid journal that I made a couple of weeks ago for my coworker. So yeah, this is a real antique postcard from 1908, I believe. Should probably scan that before I send this out to whoever buys this book. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I was so busy. I've been so busy. Some more images from Tina's kit. It's a shark with some fish there. Public domain image. That's Tina's collaged page right there. Public domain image of a map right there. Another public domain image, as is this one. I pulled a lot from the public domain. I spent hours. The Sea Atlas, I don't remember if I got that from the Graphic Fairies or if I got that from the public domain. I know the map, the flip out, I got from the public domain. I think maybe the Sea Atlas came from the Graphics Fairy. It's another type of gold trim that I use in this book a few times. Public domain tuck spots with Tina's ephemera right there, the journaling card. Some more stamping. 1887 page right there. That just, I love touching those pages. They just, the acidity to those pages it's so low. Those pages will outlast anything, I'm telling you. Here's another little notebook that I made with tuck spots inside. Let me see. Oh yeah. So I added some of those. You can actually write on those little colored squares, and then you can tear them and just paste them onto your journaling spots. A little tuck spot with Tina's tag, some like a little note corner pad there. So, and I made that into a flip out. Tuck spots throughout. You'll see some quotes throughout the book. That trim, that gold flap right there, it was very expensive. It was like $10, I think, at Michael's, and I'm telling you, it's so worth it because I used it in so many ways. I cut that up in so many ways throughout this book. You'll see that most of the gold pieces that you find in this book comes from that little gold lace, like these images right here that you see. Just look, it's just so pretty. That like corner one in the very corner looks like a little goldfish. I had so much fun playing around, cutting up fabric. I just love doing fabric collages. That's an vintage style stamp that I used there. This Tina's kit ephemera that I made into a little tuck spot with a fabric cluster there. Another laminated tag. With this time with the Vincent van Gogh nautical quote. That's a public domain image. Just love how those people are trying to escape what's coming to them. Here is the captain's daughter. I don't know why, I just had to put that in there. I don't know. He has to have a daughter, right? Daddy's girl. There's another vellum page right there. That's Tina's kit. Public domain page right there. I love that piece. More of this beautiful trim. I wish I had more of that trim. It's so pretty. I think I mentioned there's mulberry paper throughout the book. That's Tina's pages right there. More of that antique stamp imprint. Oh, okay, so here is the accordion fold. I was really torn about putting this in. Should I put in this book or should I take it out, because it's part of the reason why this book does have an alligator mouth. And I posted this on Instagram, and Priscilla from Release the Crafting said to me, why don't I make a removable insert? And I'm like, oh my god, you're such a genius. Why didn't I think of that? So this accordion fold is actually removable, and I think I show how you do that in a little bit. This is like a magnetic flip there with some of the naval history there. I think I liked it so much that I kept part of the story to that to the history that you'll find on the back of the bingo card. What am I showing now? Oh yes. This little, I don't know how you call this, muslin flip out, I suppose, with all types of collage and quotes on it. This was a lot of fun to make. I love things that are miniature. It's like a tiny, there's like a little petite charm there. I just kind of like the story that this sort of created about the sailors. I think when you flip it up, come on, flip it up, there you go. A sailor often faced danger and even death, like when you go out to sea. And I think, yeah, this is the picture of the sailor on the inside. Ta-da! Yeah, so I had a lot of fun making that piece right there. This is some more paper scraps to play with. That's like in that little tuck spot. I think there's like a French poem, La Voyage. Yeah. And what else? Oh yes. I think I show you next this petite envelope. This little glassine envelope that I collaged on. And I just realized I'm holding it upside down. So you couldn't really see it properly. Oh well. What is this? Oh yeah, the depths of the sea. Yeah, depending on where you're at. So I thought that was really cool to have this, to have that in there. And that's like washi tape on the glassine envelope. And the piece above it with the blue string, that is from, I think, a pirate's book, I believe. I can't remember where I got this from, but I imagine the captain, during his fight with some of the pirates that he must have met out in sea, found these papers on one of them, so I included that in there. Oh, there's pockets on either side of this accordion fold. I forgot about that piece here. It's a beach in the ocean and some, like a nautical story there on that other side. So yeah, and I think this is where I do show you how you can remove this accordion fold from the book. So that way, if you wanted to not have such an alligator mouth, you definitely could. If you remove the accordion fold and most of the ephemera pieces that I included in the book, this book closes perfectly. So it would be kind of absurd to go to your favorite coffee shop and whip out this huge nautical book that's trying to break open. And here I'm demonstrating that it does close rather decently. You still have the other pieces that you should probably take out, but yeah, I just find it kind of amusing. I mean, I would rather get a book full of things than a book that's mostly blank. I prefer the extras, you know. You work really hard, life is hard, like, why not, you know? Go out with a bang. That's a little hardware flip out that I made with some more notepads. I tore the pages like that, kind of reminded me of the waves, so I like that idea. So if I ever do another nautical, mermaid, or beach theme journal, I will tear my pages like this, I think. Side pockets with an image from a nautical book. It looks kind of reminded me of a postcard, so I sewed that onto coffee dyed paper. Sea Atlas, and I think that is actually from the Graphics Fairy. There's a vellum page there. Here's a little belly band of some public domain images. And why am I struggling to pull that out? It's a coffee journaling page right there. Oh, that because I literally glued that on right before I recorded, that's why. So I think it was still rather fresh. Like, I just don't know how to stop. Sorry if you can hear any banging in the background. My husband's out front. I'm hiding in the closet to do my voiceover because he likes to make fun of me. He's like, I'm so like shy and timid to like let him hear me record because he likes to make fun. You know, he's like, "Hello, my fellow smudgers." He says smudgers, like, you know, when you put on when you use like Mod Podge, yeah, and it smudges everywhere. He calls it smudging. So he'll sometimes say to me, "Did you smudge today?" Or he'll like call me his smudger. So annoying. Kind of cute, but annoying. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. I should be talking about this book, not about home life. So yeah, so some tuck spots I made. It's another. Oh wait, before I talk about that, I forget where I got these pieces from. I think it's from Etsy. I got some nautical ephemera pages from Birkenstock. I can't remember the name of the shop, but I'll definitely put the sources I used down in the description below. Eventually I will, I promise. Probably not as soon as I upload this. Oh, I love this image of this captain here. And I love his book. If you guys ever get a chance, try to find his book. I'm going to list the book in the description box, but I am telling you, the images and the wealth of information, la mer, that means the sea in French. The wealth of information from that book is just glorious. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite books. What is a nautical chart right there? I forget what those birds are called. I forget the name of those type of birds that you'll find flying over the ocean. It's Tina's image right there. It's another image of people trying to make a boat. The camera doesn't really want to focus on that. Oh well. Mulberry page. Another image I got from that Etsy shop, which I will list. There's a fabric flip with the image from Tina's nautical kit. Let's see, what else do I have going on? Here's another, oh yeah, that's a public domain image. Oh god, did I record this part? I'm so sorry to make you guys watch me. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that I have ADHD, and so I easily get distracted. Very, very easily. I can't believe I did that. Anyways, so I'm obviously making certain that this journaling card is perfect for whoever would like to buy this book. And that's a belly band I made using cutting out some of Tina's paper. I put it all onto this very old envelope. I think this is an image from Tina's kit that I used to help make it like a mini notepad. What else do you see there? That little piece there is a tuck spot. You could use it as a tuck spot, as I'm showing right there. And there's another tuck spot there with another vintage image from that Etsy shop. And I have I think it's a picture of this beautiful ship. Oh, and this is I'll explain about that in a second, but yeah, look how beautiful that is. I believe that's from the 1887 nautical book. I figured this could be the captain's, father. And it says, I think it says 1878. So I'm not quite certain if that is when this picture was taken. So yeah, I decided to leave it as is. What else? That's a public domain image. A vellum page there. Such a hard time printing on vellum. Oh, this is a public domain image. I just love this beautiful image. It had to be center page. Like, look at that. So a vellum side tuck there with some more journaling cards of public domain images. What else do I have? I know this is a lot of pages. Oh, this is a glassine envelope. And I use some of Tina's ephemera pieces. There's some beading on that ball pen there. It doesn't really want to focus on that, unfortunately. A public domain image on the back. And I think I have a latitude type of charts there. Longitude, latitude. Yeah, I think that's what that was. What else? Tina's image right there from her nautical kit. Some more fabric collage with a seahorse. I have a thing for seahorses. Public domain, or it could be the graphics fairy, actually. I can't remember. Forget where I got that ephemera piece from. Mulberry paper, Tina's kit, public domain. That's such a beautiful image. Another laminated tag with the quote. I think that guy is an author, I believe. It's on the back of this one. Oh yes, Tina's page there from her nautical kit. With some more collaging. Look, I had to show you like how pretty the I want you guys to see like I use like 3 or 4 different types of fabric. I'm so proud. I have to show you all the close-ups of all the fabric collages. Oh my goodness. So nautical map flip out. A little pretty charm there. Some side tucks using some of Tina's ephemera pieces. There's another side tuck there. I think I'm towards the end actually. Love that beautiful boat right there. Look at that beautiful ship. And that nautical map. My goodness, it's so pretty. This is another magnetic flip out. I think, yeah, that's a tuck spot there. It opens. I think I demonstrate that it's magnetic. So weird doing voiceovers. That's another little side pocket there. These images on the inside belong to a Moby Dick book. There's a little journaling spot that you could write on. It's a collaged tag that I made. And you can write on the back of all of the tags, except for the laminated ones, of course. I think that's it, yes. And that is a vellum pocket there. I'm using Tina's image that I enlarged. And that's it. Thank you for watching. If you are interested, please message me and let me know. Bye.